welcome back subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. This is another moment in time, spur of the moment thing, on the freeway once again, travelling along, which I don't normally do. I like to travel the country roads, and sure enough we're in the corridor of suburbia where they're doing all the redevelopment and any sort of homesteads, farm properties, or just a regular house with a large block of land is being bought up by developers for that to occur. This is just another one that we've come across. Once again, the house itself is in excellent order, as in structurally, but unfortunately the graffitists and people who strip items from these properties have already been. And I also have a good understanding now why the developers will strip it of certain items, disconnect the water, disconnect the power altogether, and make the house sort of inhabitable, so you don't get the squatters in that make it a headache for developers for them to get them out. So I'll swing the camera around. We're on a major freeway once again, and on the motorbike, having fun again, and so we'll have a look at this one. Hopefully I'll be able to get the drone up. It is a bit windy, but we'll see how we go. Now, as you can see, there are people who are scrapping from people who are dumping, so that's a good thing. I have started to notice that more often, where you get people who you assume are dumping rubbish when in fact they're going through the rubbish that has been dumped and trying to recycle any metals they find. Metals is a commodity that you can recycle and make some money off, and I am starting to notice more and more people who are looking for some petty cash to supplement their wage, I guess, and do so by coming to some of these new developed estates where unfortunately others are just dumping stuff. So we'll go through the door. I have tried the door, so we're not forcing any entry. The graffitis have been in, and once again this is very much a typical home for this area. As you can see, the light shades or the light fittings haven't been removed yet, but all the cabling to it has. It's a relatively big house. We'll have a look at the kitchen here. Yeah, anything that's of value has been stripped, which is fine. If it's going to be bulldozed and people can recycle and make a quid off it, why not? Tiled floors throughout, yeah. It's a big place. It doesn't look big because it stands alone on a large block. So as you see it from a distance, it doesn't appear anything substantial. But once you're in here, it is quite large. And the good thing is, whoever actually lived here removed all their belongings. Just walk around, walk in wardrobes. It's a relatively modern house, no question about it. I do like the fact that there's tiled floors through all the major traffic areas. So the only places you've got carpet, looks like, is the bedrooms, which I think is a great idea. Either timber or tiles, easy maintenance. Anyone makes a mess, you sweep it up. You got pets, perfect. This looks like the laundry. Outdoor toilet. We'll go outside as well. There's a garage, so we'll have a look. But it looks like there's quite a number of bedrooms. This is like the family tub shower. Very nice. Can't open that one. Someone's taken the door handle. And this is another large room. So there's one room we won't open. It's not that someone's behind it or anything like that. It's just the damage that has been done. Oh no. Well, this could be a study. A study or a baby's room. So yes, that was okay. There's nothing behind there. I just noticed something I thought was quite interesting and a bit humorous for me. How someone hasn't vandalised the remote for the split system. The split system's been totally removed. I think someone's forgotten to take the remote with it. Okay, we'll go outside. And it's a big property, I think. I'm guessing. You've got a shed there. I'm not sure what that's for, maybe some birds or something, not sure. There's your hot water unit for the instant hot water, so I'm assuming gas came here as well. So you had electricity and gas. You've got a doghouse. You could fit 4 cars in here without any dramas whatsoever. Not a problem. What a good sized garage. You've got a child seat. I don't know if there's anyone out there who's lacking in a quid and looking for something. You pick that sucker up, give it a really good clean, and there's no reason why it can't be reused. It does look like they had some sort of nursery for plants or whatnot. Maybe that was the lady of the house who had a hobby. I don't know. They had some sort of satellite dish on the roof there. They've got an outdoor. I'm starting to think this is a European's house. Just by all the tiles. You've got the outdoor barbecue. You've got a lovely fig tree. That's unfortunately going to get bulldozed. I'm sure they must have gotten heaps of figs out of this thing, and they're still going good. Whoops, that's just the wind blowing. So there's still figs growing on this guy. There's another tin shed. We'll have a look. But this would have been a really nice house back in the day. And unfortunately, fortunately for the owner, who was a smart sort of cookie, I guess, bought the house, got the land, and maybe he knew in times in the future that this will all be bought out. Now this is more like a work shed, but isn't that interesting? It's like a pizza oven. That's in here. I don't know if you can see that well, but yeah. So there you go. There's an outdoor barbecue, and there's a pizza oven. Were they Italians? Who's to say? They've even got, what's it, mandarins? No, they're not. I'm not sure what that plant is. If you know what they are, by all means put it in the comments. I don't know what that plant is. It's some sort of fruit, and it's not poisonous because the birds are loving it and they're eating it. And that's another unfortunate casualty of the development of this area. Any trees that someone cared for and grew will be no longer. Well, that's about it. I can say that living out this way with this particular house, it would have been quite hot in summer. There's no real shade over the house. There's not even a boundary of really trees to block the heat of the sun during those really hot summers. There are a couple of trees here that would have helped, yeah, especially for the lounge room, I guess. And the other thing that you'll notice, and people might know this location, I won't give it away, but those that might remember this house, it would have stood here all by itself on a corner, and it had some sort of water feature right here. Isn't that cool? Very nice. So the people that lived here made the trouble of putting in a water feature, which is just terrific. All right, and I'll just show you. There's construction right across the road, and whoever's bought this lot is in no rush to start the development of his block. So here we are at the end of this video. Definitely another abandoned, I'm calling it abandoned because I can't think of another word to use, and it seems to fit what the consensus is when they call things abandoned like this. So it is going to be redeveloped. Hopefully it'll be affordable housing for many, and they can squeeze as many houses as they can into this large block. It is close to a public transport in way of a railway and also a bus hub that I've noticed. If you did like the video, by all means click on the like button or that thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing doesn't cost you 1 cent, but it really does help the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day, and thanks for watching.